Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be talking about Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. So I read this book last month, 2 months ago, and I really enjoyed it. There were some issues I had with the book, but as in every book, I really loved it, and I really loved the world building, and also the characters were really interesting in a way that they weren't like every other character you see in a fantasy book, so that was really interesting. Firstly, for those who don't know at all what this book is about, it's about a fake world where there are silvers and reds. The silvers are people with, well, they don't have money, but they have all the power because their blood is silver. So they kind of mutated in some X-Men thing. I don't really know. It doesn't really explain it in the book. I guess that in the other two books of the series, maybe they will explain it somehow how it ended up like that. But anyways, the silvers have superpowers and the reds are just normal human beings. So of course, reds are poor and silvers are rich. There's not really any money involved in this, a little bit, but you see the difference a lot more into the power that they have and the presence that they have over the reds, and it was just really fascinating to see a world where only two species are divided, because in our world everyone is against everyone, and it was really interesting to see. I don't really know, it's just from my point of view, I feel like this book was really interesting because it portrayed a problem that we have in our world and our society that we still haven't figured out yet how to handle it. And yeah, the first character, Mare Barrow, she is a red and all of her family are reds, but she ends up having powers. And so the king and queen from the silvers take her into their castle to see what's going on, because it could break a lot of controversy between the reds and the silvers, since if reds start thinking that all reds could have powers, could create an uprising and all the silvers could fall down. The monarchy or anarchy, I'm not too sure. So Mare starts training to learn how to control her powers because they are really powerful. She can control lightning and electricity, and she can feel electricity around her. So if she's in a room where there are lights and cameras, she will feel the tension inside the light somehow. She meets the two princes from the silvers. There is Maven and there is Cal. Maven is the youngest, 2 years younger than Cal, so Cal is the next one to the throne to be king, and his coronation is soon, I think. It's been a long time since I read the book, so I think that his coronation is soon, and there's like this big party where there's like a lot of girls where they show up their powers, and Cal has to decide which one he wants. I don't know, whatever. And at this party night evening, Mare shows up her power because what? She shows her power out of fear. Yes, because she's falling and whatever. Not going into the details of it, but she falls and electricity starts rushing out of her. Cal was really an interesting character. He was a kind of a love-hate relationship with him. He was really strong-minded. He seemed really attractive, of course, but he also was stubborn. He seemed to like Mare, but he also seemed to hate her. So it was a bit difficult to understand. but I think that he does like her, even maybe love her, but I think that it's just gonna go up into the second and third book. Throughout the book, Mare is helped by Cal because she's not helped really, but he saves her life a couple of times, so I guess he helps her. The other character, Maven, the younger brother, was uh, engaged to Mare because the king and queen decided to disguise her as a Silver, a lost princess from the king of wherever it was, so that everyone would not be taken by surprise when she would come. She would just be the lost princess, found again, and blah 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 blah. And so she's given to Maven as in a marriage thing. Maven not really happy about that, Mare either, but they do form a kind of relationship that I thought was really nice and gentle. He was really nice to her, and he seemed nice and vulnerable, but in the end you see that he's not. But anyways, overall, this book, I think that there was a lot of action, and I really liked that because at some point when the book started to stag and just started slowing down, something would come up and there was always a rhythm that was kept throughout the storyline, and I really like that about that. Yeah. The only thing that bothered me was that you only get to see, well, of course, but you only get to see her point of view, and I was really wondering what kind of point of view a Silver would have on the Reds, if he would feel superior, or if that person would just feel guilty to have all this power and to use the Reds as they are used. They're used like slaves. They go out to the battlefronts for the Silver to fight wars they don't want to be in. The ending of the book was surprisingly shocking. I did not expect that at all, so I was really happy that, well, I was not happy that it happened, but I was happy to be surprised by the ending. I'm not going to tell you yet, but I was really surprised, and it was really interesting to see that it has to have a next book, because how it ends, it cannot end like that. So I was really happy that, because I really want to know more about this story, even though it's been 2 months and I'm already forgetting things. Now I'm getting on to the spoiler part, so if you have not read the book yet, just leave, but I'm pretty sure that everyone has already read the book, so let's just keep going. Mare, Cal, and Maven. In the beginning I thought that there would be a love triangle, but then Maven he fucked it up like a little stupid guy that it's really difficult for me to talk about this because I don't even know what to say, honestly. I'm just really mad that he did that with the queen, which I really don't understand why all of this would happen. I mean, why was she into it? Like, she preferred Maven so much that she had to kill her husband and to just accuse her own son as the killer, even though he's not. Because, oh wait, is he? Wait, I'm lost. I think that he is, but he was betrayed. Cause I don't, oh wait, I'm close. Oh, I see. Alright, I've got it. The queen, Elara, she can control people, so she controls Cal by making him kill his father and then accusing him of killing his father. I got it. Which is really not a good thing to do. He's your son, you're his mother, he's your husband. God, why? And the thing is that just before that moment, Mare betrayed Cal. Like, there were really too many betrayals to count. I really don't understand any of it. Really, I was like can we stop with the betrayals, please? Please. First, Mare betrays Cal. Cal gets angry, of course. Then Maven betrays everyone except the queen, but everyone. Cal, Mare, his father, everyone. And then he and his mother will betray, well, not betray, but lie to everyone, to all of the Silvers, to say that Cal killed his father and that Mare was responsible for it because she somehow manipulated him into doing that. And then they almost die in an area, which I really don't know how they survived. To be honest, like, realistically, they would have died, but somehow they didn't, and I was just like, well, this is the end. They're gonna die, and the book is just gonna end like this. But then no, because she gets her lightning back, and I'm like, wait, what? And then, even bigger surprise at the end, her brother is not dead. To be honest, I was kind of expecting that to happen at some point, but I was expecting it to happen like more in the other books than this one, because way too many things were happening and I was just like, what's going on? So her brother reappears and says, oh yeah, we have powers. Oh no, wait, she did know that because she told Maven, and she gave him a list of all the people that they thought were mutant reds, if that's how you can call them. And so Maven knows, so they have to find them before Maven finds them. So that is probably what's gonna happen in the second book. All the run against the clock thing. I'm just really surprised by everything that happened in this book, really. But not Cal. Cal, I saw through him a little bit. I felt like he was a bit like Warner from the Shadow Me series because, listen to me. At the beginning, he was really distant and he was just like talking to her like once every 5 days just to talk to her and to be like, hey, I'm here. Don't forget about me. But then just be like, I will ignore you for the rest of the day. What's that about? And I just felt it's not at all the same as Warner. But I had like the same feeling that he was bad but good inside, so I was right. Well, maybe. I don't know yet. He still could be really mean, but he is betrayed by everyone at this point. Mare could have just not betrayed him, and they could just be together and be happy and just whatever. I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me in the comments if you read the book, if you read the other books, because I want to know if you liked it, and if you didn't, you can tell me, but I'm still gonna read them, so it's your choice.